What was my character called in Iron Claw? Sorry, I'm a goldfish. I can't remember anything. There's a fly, sorry. Hi, who, what, where? I'm Lily James, and this is Behind the Looks. So this is from Mamma Mia. We spent a long time trying to get the perfect dungarees. This was the moment where, and this is a sentence I never thought I'd say, where I sort of really embody Meryl Streep. I was playing the younger version of Donna, so sort of as a prequel to Mamma Mia. And Meryl is just so iconic, and those dungarees and how she moves and her physicality was just exquisite, and I spent so long studying her. So when I finally put the dungarees on, there's a scene where she sort of finds them in this stall in a Greek market, and it's sort of like the moment where I felt like, okay, I'm really Donna Sheridan. It was just the most fun I've ever had in my life. So here we have the Canadian tuxedo, the double denim. Yeah, those jeans were pretty tight. There was quite a lot of sort of panicking that I would rip the jeans as I did a high kick or something. It's really fun when you get to be so playful, and the costumes really kind of inform the character, the movement, the dancing. Yeah, this was pretty great. Oh, Cinderella. I think as time has passed, it's been 10 years now, I'm able to sort of look back on it with such wonder. I just feel so immensely proud and so lucky. What was wild was that firstly I wore a version of it in the camera test, which is crazy. So I was already in this gown, and thank God I got it, because to give you a taste of wearing that dress and then not, rip it away is sort of would have been agony. But the dress was made, I think it was like 14 layers of this gossamer kind of silk, all in different shades of blue. As I moved, it was like water, and there was always like a wind machine on me everywhere I went. So the layers of the dress it was sort of meant to feel like the ocean. And then it was so wonderful to have this contrast with this very simple, classic kind of look that felt very true to the classic kind of fairy tale. I had to be able to like jump on a horse bareback and ride in that dress. And so, yeah, that was a very special experience. Baby driver! So I played Deborah, and that is my waitress, diner, kind of classic all-American outfit. I wear that outfit pretty much the whole film. I think maybe there's one other yellow dress on like a date night that we go on. But because I wore it the whole way through and there was quite a lot of like running and action, I'd have different lengths of the skirt to kind of protect my modesty. Wow. That again, I'm like, well, did that really happen? So that's Pamela Anderson in the red iconic bathing suit. My God, that was a scary day. I tried about 50 different swimsuits on of like different cuts. Like Cami, our designer, is out of this world. Her attention to detail and how she went back and pulled all these like real pieces from like, from the time, and like it felt so real and authentic. I was just really trying to stay in character and then really just aware of all these paparazzi. Oh, this was just a complete recreation of a suit that Pamela Anderson really did wear when she was going to court and sort of like fighting for her rights to the privacy and to the ownership of her own tape that was stolen from her. There was such beauty and softness in the color of that suit and like being who she is, but there was a toughness and we just wanted to recreate that look really faithfully. Okay, wow, so this is Iron Claw with Zac Efron. I would never get married in this dress. I've been married so many times in movies now. What was my character called in Iron Claw? Sorry, I'm a goldfish. I can't remember anything. I don't remember anyone's name. Pam and Kevin. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I need to go on holiday. I just got off holiday. This dress I loved because it felt very perfect for the character. It's sort of like that 80s puffy sleeves and that satin kind of material The best thing about this costume was that I had cowboy boots underneath, which is a huge vibe. I remember a moment before I walked on set with my sort of like ginger hair like piled on top of my head, and I sort of thought, I've never looked worse, but I'm about to get married. But it was really, really spot on for the character, and it was an epic costume. Okay, this is Finalmente l'alba. The costumes in this were so exquisite. This is a Egyptian kind of movie segment of the film, which is sort of like set in 1950s Italy, like La Dolce Vita. But this is like a film within a film. I was painted gold. The outfit was kind of all handmade with different gems, and we shot it in Cinecittà, in the most iconic Italian studios. We recreated what those sets would have been like with like hundreds of extras. It was a very kind of surreal and epic moment we were trying to capture of like old cinema. In fact, this feels quite sort of old school Hollywood right now. This was a beautiful silk green dress that was made to measure. For me, I like to really accentuate my body and kind of my curves and my femininity. So I spent sort of a month in that dress, and it was exquisite. I really loved it. And this is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Wow, God, such a blast from the past. And basically it was just all about sort of corsets, heaving breasts. It was really, really beautifully designed so that we felt like we had these pretty sort of Austen-esque costumes, and then there was a military feel and something tougher because these girls were kind of complete warriors. I still can't quite wrap my head around Pride, Prejudice and Zombies, but the book is amazing. There was something rebellious and anarchic about it that I really enjoyed. Okay, yeah, this is my character Kate from Relay. Honestly, the brief with this was sort of make her disappear. There's nothing extraordinary about her. She's at a very painful, chaotic moment in her life where she's under huge pressure and duress, and she's hiding and she's escaping. So she doesn't want to be seen. So this woman is really trying to fade into the background. But even that takes a long time to sort of curate what that look is and how it can still be sort of visually interesting so that, you know, people are drawn into this character. There's a delicate dance throughout this film. Nothing is really what it seems. This is Swiped. This is my new movie coming out in September. I play Whitney Wolf-Herd, who is a formidable entrepreneur. She was the youngest woman to take a company public, the youngest self-made billionaire. We had a lot of fun. Beth Morgan, our costume designer, again, I just feel so lucky to have worked with these real artists, and we had a really incredible female-centric team on this movie, which was pretty apt given what we were exploring. And again, we just had so much fun pulling these looks, these 2000s looks. So a lot of yellow, a lot of Bumble yellow. We meet her at the beginning of the movie when she's just come out of college and is figuring out what the hell she's going to do in the world. And then we see this growth of her becoming into this powerhouse of this woman. We really wanted her clothes to follow that kind of emotional journey.